Nope, very true. This is an unknown quantity. But last time we did see them play on what was supposed to be an unknown quantity, and a weaker play for them was Overpass versus Order, which they managed to pick up a win. So despite it being a question mark in terms of map for MVP, we know that they are still competent and confident enough to give us a show. So we shall see, as the knife round of the second map in our grand finals is now coming your way. Very important to start on the CT side of Train. Generally, if you're able to get those lopsided halves, then you can really nail the coffin home early on.
Play off the back of momentum is so important. While at the end of the day, you're going to play both halves overall, you do always want to start with the 11-4 rather than the 4-11 potentially. So MVP, they will take that knife round, they will get that choice, and most certainly going to the CT side on a map that Signature are going to have some executes up their sleeve. That's something to take into account. This T-side team are going to know what they're going to do, Connor. They're going to be prepared. So even though MVP have taken this CT side, it's not exactly a guarantee strong half for them. Hearing some comms.
Yeah, I don't know if these are in my head or...
I mean, we've not been in Taiwan that long, Connor. You've not learned the local language.
I don't know at what point I learned Thai. But regardless, here we go, folks. Signature to the T side, double smoke, double flash, and a Molotov. What?
Okay. Well, rush from the Pop Dog here for Signature, but they are already going to be kicking things off to a pretty terrible start. MVP, they may not be prepared when it comes to this map, but they certainly are warmed up. That's a flawless pistol so far. QQ last man up, and he's in main, wondering where it all went wrong. zeff with 3, and I'm not sure what we just saw, Connor. That was a travesty.
Yeah, we saw some headshots, and then some more headshots.
And then what after that?
A couple more headshots.
Yeah.
Nice stuff from MVP. Solid little lockdown on that A-bomb site. We did, of course, indicate and allude to the preparation of MVP in those sorts of rounds, and they did have a nice little solid setup on the A site, right?
As always.
Yep. Could have been telegraphed. Could be a trend. Right now, zeff will kick this one off with an opening kill towards Reality. That was on Ivy's side that he picks up his first pick, I believe.
Correct.
They're also looking to throw themselves into a little bit of a foray. They will clear the bottom of ladder and hope that someone comes downwards. It's very important to have two players in this position because versus these pistols, if suddenly these players from Signature fell downwards, you'd hate to give away a gun.
But luckily for MVP, in the sense of if they go down, it's only giving away SMGs. And of course, dangerous still when you have armor on the side of Signature, but this one rifle is going to be what we look to do the damage here. However, that's on the wrong side of the map right now, Connor. Signature are looking to hit this B-bomb site where only 2 players sit. But with a double rotation coming in through the Pop Dog, you can imagine MVP are going to be pretty well prepared for this one. Signature bursting out through heaven, and we may have to see this fast flank come into play because Glow's going to be pressured. Solo on the site with a single frag, but it's not enough because the Molotov holds back Glow from pushing. Termi on the back, though, himself is going to run down through the ramp, and this will just be a complete mop-up. Genius only finds 1, and MVP, nice second round.
Yeah, exactly right. They were really banking on that 2-man wrap-up through ladder. It was a setup that could have been used to stop any kind of an A aggression, but winds up transitioning into a very successful flank. So, good little wraparound coming in for MVP. Still, they do lose 2 players in the process, but that's fine. They had so many SMGs purchased up that they would have had to upgrade inevitably. And they'll do so now rather than later. Although, I love it. Mag 7 for Glow.
Bit of money making going on. He's down to only 850, so could certainly use with the cash, and he's going to send that up towards B. Oh no, they bypass him. They run right through the smoke. He swaps positions. They're on his head. What is going on? Glow finds nothing. Doesn't even shoot a bullet in the round before he goes down. But the positive is he only gives away a shotgun. It's not like Signature can really use that.
Oh my god, until that shotgun gets 2 kills?
What?
What?
I don't know what just happened.
I don't even know.
What just happened?
So the shotgun got picked up. It would have been over towards the top of ladder. I'm assuming...
It killed the Pop Dog players.
I'm assuming the Pop Dog players must have gone for a fast flank like they had tried to use in the previous round.
Oh my god.
A highway robbery.
That's not what you want to give away, is it? That's a Glock round, Connor. P250s.
Man, if I'm on MVP, Glow is never allowed to buy another shotgun for the rest of his life.
Oh my god.
Like you literally said, Hugo, as you are completely justified in saying, that's just a shotgun. What are you going to do with it?
Yeah, you're in a post plant. Like, it's not like you're defending a position. You're getting aggressive. It's trained.
I mean, in MVP, it's like, you know, the only weapon you've given away to Signature, the only gun they have to work with is a shotgun, and you decide to throw 2 players up ladder? Come on.
I mean, that's just, yeah, you're asking
like
for
that's going back to the instance where we saw Signature on Inferno just try to, you know, punish pistols and bully them by charging forward. It's like you're so assumptuous in writing off your opponent and considering, you know, them dead to rights that, boom, you get what you deserve.
Talking of assumptions, though, well played from Ping to actually back off after picking up that shotgun, right? He expected it. There's no way he didn't. After 2 push from the back line in the previous round, he goes for the same thing, expecting MVP to wrap up through the pop dog, and he finds both kills. So, like, you know, it's a dumb play from MVP. Let's not joke around, but it's a well played call from Signature.
Yep. They had to have put themselves in the playmaker positions to do so. Termi executes a man from behind. Reality's down, but again, these stupid jumps, man.
I hate it when people change weapons when they don't need to. That could cost him the round as well. He could have killed a second player here. It will be down to Zine on the site, and he may be pincher between 2. It doesn't matter. Bombs in the sandwich, and QQ's got to pick it back up because he's only got 15 seconds to play with. But MVP, they've locked down this round. Somehow, Connor, against all odds, again, MVP, they're going to go and win a round with just CZs and a couple of rifles, and Zine finding 3 kills as well.
Yeah, that's big. Again, a multi-frag from Zine. That's going to be incredibly impactful. I was a little unjustifiably mad just now, but it's because he's done it twice. It
annoys me.
It's not just a one-off from him, and we've seen it multiple times just in this series alone.
Yeah.
So, especially considering that he was that crucial flank, he could have just gotten another 2 kills. Luckily, his teammates can still pick it up, but that's one of those instances where, you know, you could have killed the first guy and just waited, or just kept your gun out, moved forward, and appropriately positioned inside the corner. It's needless, but regardless, it's in the past, and MVP will punish them regardless, finding a 3rd round already and putting Signature into a very awkward spot whereby they have to fully invest to this round, so they think, so they choose. And losing this would result in a complete and utter reset, a 4th round for MVP, and a very real ability to possibly get towards 6. This is a very crucial round.
And Reality's playing alone as well. He's kind of hung out to dry in this spot. He's looking for the AWP pick, but Solo's firing off back, so Reality's got to be careful here. Won't be taken down, luckily enough, but Signature are very split up in this position, so gives an opportunity for MVP to win their 1v1 duels, considering they have got rifles up against, you know, CZ, a Deagle. And Termi, again, the aggression. He pushed up through the pop dog in the previous round and found a couple of kills on the flank, but this time he's going to be pushing up from main, calling for that full rotate, and MVP have 4 players on B, Connor.
This is wild. Something that we were praising Signature for yesterday on their train play was, you know, keeping a good spread offense, but right now they're falling prey to the flanks. And despite getting a little bit of an opening down here towards the B bomb site, Termi's then hot on their heels, and it will fall onto Rolex. He's nowhere to be found as he wraps through Z, or Deeg, and utility to play with, but Solo seems unaware to the possibility of this. Now that's an AWP going to be picked up, and he's going to get engagements at a distance as he does see one player moving within the bomb site, but there's just no time. It's done. So unfortunately for him, the clock, his biggest opponent.
The thing is, that round would have been sick from Signature if Termi didn't push up. The reason being, assume we have a couple of players on B, right, and Rolex goes for that late flank. We have Signature get openers. They still made that round close despite a 4-man setup on the bomb site and Termi coming in to surprise from the back line. Assuming Signature find those openers but don't lose 3 players or 4 players in the process, Rolex's flank can take down maybe 2 guys who are looking to try and retake. That is surely a 1 round for Signature, assuming Termi doesn't get all the information. So well played from Termi, but a nice setup nonetheless. It shows again that this is Signature's map pick. However, right now the scoreline doesn't, you know, at least hint to that. It's a 4-1 for MVP. We are early days. Anything can happen.
Yep. We're early days, but it's still a good chance for MVP to start establishing themselves, right?
Yeah.
Early days is where they want definitely a score like this. Add on top of it that MVP created an upset with pistols already. We mentioned coming into this map that an improvement they had to make from Inferno was to not flub those opportunities. And we get an exchange of them as well, right? Remember, Signature robbed away a round, so it's only fair that they offer one up. The AWP player that is above this B bomb site shouldn't be able to find much contact to the defense that does stand downwards. The pistol player is seen by Zine as he will clean up reality. Glow just easily mows down 2 and 3.
Oof. Only one kill on the flank there. And I won't find it too much more. It's just QQ with a rifle, nothing else. And he's going to get wrapped back around by the man in the main. zeff finishes it off. So, only an anti-eco. We had a bit of investment coming through for the side of Signature, but nothing too heavy. So it's okay to see that MVP find their 5th. However, this is where we need a rifle round to work out for the Ts. Because again, as you say, this is exactly the scoreline MVP want. They're establishing themselves. They've got a lead. And with every round comes 2 at this spot, even with max loss bonus. Unless Signature find bomb plants, they will be ecoing every single round they lose.
Double op setup now for Solo and Glow. Very aggressive positioning from Glow. He will have the floater in the form of Termi backed by Z-Connector. But MVP with open arms will welcome the walk-in from Signature. It's still going to have a little bit of Ivy presence, seeing as Rolex is in this direction. But remember, he is the only player on a pistol this round. Difficult situation for him to be in unless zeff wants to offer up a duel by walking forward.
Ooh, termi, careful. He's been a nuisance in the pop dog so far, so Signature molly him out and push back in. Genius looking for the kill, but it's actually a flashback in for the CT side, and it works out wonderfully. termi finding both. That is massive. Another rifle round for Signature where they kick things off with a huge disadvantage, but that does draw it back. Rolex upgrading his Deagle to an M4 at the very least, and Solo may get blindsided by the man down Olaf, but he pulls out the sidearm looking to pistol whip his way downwards, and there it is. He spots QQ. That's just surely got to be the round in and of itself unless Rolex can make a huge play because his teammate's still being pressured up in main with the Molotov down and the bomb in his hands.
No, reality, he's not going to really be able to find much footing outwards because Solo's already posted on this angle. And even then, he doesn't have to fire a shot because Zine gets it instead. So, crucial round, as we alluded to, picked up by MVP again. And Signature having to now deal with economic woes. I do like that, of course, we did see the Deagle player coming in from Ivy, because Ivy is one of those positions where it's like you don't necessarily need to control it. The flank from MVP is such a daunting task. It's so far away that generally MVP would just play back in Ivy if they didn't want to, see any contest. But having a Deagle player there is at least an option. It opens a small door, and in that round it did find impact. Right now it's up close that, whoa, how has this happened? QQ gets in through smoke. A little bit of timing and a distraction now from termi. He's going to get his head turned. Will they be able to do this again? You'd think not. And Solo, well, he sets up shop, dropping 2 bodies already. A 3rd Hugo. Give us a 4th. How about the ace now? No. Still a glorious clip. Zine seals the deal. And MVP show no signs of slowing down.
Yeah, 7-1 score. I mean, this is the most common scoreline we've seen this game in the first 8 rounds. Oh, sorry, this event. Think about all the quarterfinals that started with a 7-1 score or an 8-1 score, for example. Signature. Rifles back in play, Connor, but we've got the double AWP still running forward for MVP. And this has been very, very effective, as we just saw Solo in the previous round. Glow not really been pressured down on that B-bomb site. Will be sat there once again. No shotgun to play with. Instead, the AWP and the push-up from Solo down Ivy. So close to spotting this A play. They're going for smokes over the top of main and looking for the execute. zeff going to be flashed out, but he pushes on through, takes control towards a sandwich and looks to take a bite out of this attack. But everyone's blind, and he's going to spray desperately. Rolex finding the opener, and QQ doubles down with only a single trade from MVP. The smokes are still in play, and Rolex is on the edge of it, but Solo is still lining up shots, and termi, aggressive as always, diving through the smoke for one more. The plant comes through for Signature, but will they be able to hold on to it? That is the question.
This is looking like a round for Signature unless Glow somehow finds himself back into this clutch. It is versus Reality, who will have cover from E-Box, and the AK gives him the advantage he needs to find a second round. It's within the chaos, the bedlam, that Signature looked to succeed, with the smokes all across that A-bomb site, and with so many players trying to find impact at the very same time, they were managing to gun down defensive players to the 1 versus 1 situation. It wasn't pretty, Hugo, not by any means, but it was at least enough to get a second round on the board.
Yeah, and the upgrade of the AWP as well is a big factor to take into account. Now Reality's got the weaponry, and Solo has a shotgun AWP. Up towards B, Reality is dead, so that AWP, while it can be retrieved by Signature, is not on the man they would rather it would be on. Solo almost goes back in for a second. Genius will shut him down at the very least, so expecting the repeat back in, but still a man advantage traded back. So Signature in a very good spot to at least make this round a reality, even with him dead. However, termi, how has he done this again? How is he constantly up the back line? I have no idea.
Oh no, another. Look at Zine. He's just going to walk in. He's going to catch Genius completely off guard. Nice play.
Yeah.
Nice play. You take an initiative in order to try and get back a man advantage, which is something that in this instance with a 3v2 is going to make your job so much easier. But it looks like Signature trying to isolate the map in terms of finding a single duel, and zeff, well, he's going to play patiently. This position's just meant to make contact, get information, and you can see now this wraparound from Zine as he looks to reposition. He will get shot at by Rolex, which reveals the presence of the T's, and the bomb gets onto the site with the cover to plant.
But look at the line we have of players for MVP. They can all just push in at the same time. We have one in the connector, one in Old Bomb, and one in Ivy. That's such an awkward round for Signature. They can get control of the site, but go no further. The second the bomb plant comes through, that's when MVP push, because they know one of the two players alive has his hands on the bomb, not on a gun. So MVP, nice work. They run back on in. They clean up in the 3-on-2, and just massive plays coming through for the side of MVP. Early picks, nice aggression, showing that they are ready on this map, Connor. It's not as clear as day. Signature down on pistols once again. MVP with more aggression. Surprise, surprise.
Oh, goodbye. Oh, my goodness.
Bomb.
Nearly the fall down. And yeah, oh my god, you're right, the bomb. That's huge. What?
I don't understand this gun.
I don't understand this game. It's my job to talk about it. Glow's at least going to be able to punish QQ on his attempt to retreat. And Genius understands that that bomb does most certainly lie in the hands of the remaining counter-terrorist side, which are now picking up kills aplenty. So unfortunately for that bomb being thrown down into the hands of MVP, I think it spells disaster for the side of Signature.
And without it as well, this could have been a doable round. Look at the control Signature have. Assuming they had the bomb in their hands in this point, this would be a really, really good situation to be in. But MVP are doubled up in the pop dog and looking to close out this one once again. Leaving just Ping on the long flank, but with 22 points of health, I'm not banking on it.
What's the play here? 30 seconds, you just throw yourself down?
I mean, he's not even going to get past the first man. That's the problem.
Yes, he will.
Are you sure? Yes.
Yeah. Now he's got an M4. Problem being... Oh, yes, the frag grenade. Now zeff can die to that. Oh, my God. So little HP left over. 33 health combined. What if that frag grenade goes downwards and just blasts everyone to smithereens, Hugo? That would have been one hell of a highlight.
Or not even them. What if it kills zeff instead of putting termi down low? What if zeff was a close player to the ladder, kills him, and then suddenly you have a 1v1 that you just drop in and hope for the best? That's so doable. A nice attempt nonetheless from Ping. Again, having impact, but it's not going to go enough for a round. In fact, not even a buy for Signature. Jesus, they've got a weak round ahead of them. CZ's armor, same as the last, but a little bit more in utility. And a fast B play, Connor. Or it was going to be.
Yep. Then they heard you.
Still setting up outside of this site. The smokes will be lining up, but the rotation has come through. MVP double stack on this B bomb site, and termi so close in the connector to come join them as well. It's going to be very, very difficult for Signature to find too much once the bomb is down, but they surely should be able to get that.
Yeah, Rolex is just hunting for kills here, and Genius will give cover, but then it's an immediate rebound, and again that bomb is thrown out into the open. Physics sure can suck. That's how Signature's feeling in this instance, but Reality's still finding ridiculous amounts of damage off of the just sidearm. So it's supposed to be. Two T's up versus Solo and zeff, who are walking forward. They're getting close to these pistols, which makes it more dangerous, you'd think. Although right now that AK's been picked up, QQ's going to try to rush the plant. That was unnecessary in my mind. You have 40 seconds left, you know these CTs are walking into you, and you try to force the plant. That one AK could have been the difference maker, but for whatever reason, he prioritizes a plant, and I would argue it costs him. Double digits secured here by MVP, and we tried to hype up the presence of Signature on train. it does seem like MVP, well, they've got a deeper map pool than some may suspect.
I don't think this is at this point even a deeper map pool. We've seen some nice aggression, some nice setups and stuff, but like man to man, they are just winning every gunfight. Signature cannot find openers, although this may be a bit of a different story. Genius has fast played this A site. Look at the timing on the wrap, it's so perfect. He takes down termi. Xign's still close up though, so he can drop the bomb once again to the open and follow up to the man on top of the train, but it's a wrap background from Genius with a big IQ to find himself 3 kills. Solo last man up, and Reality has the flank covered. A very fast-paced round does work out for Signature.
That's what worked out last time for them as well, right? It's those A-site plays and the rapid engagements at that. So, hell, do it again. If you only have 3 rounds on the board and 2 of them come by way of explosive A presence, just even though it's maybe in your mind not something you should rely on, even if it's not necessarily an always convincing play, just do it. But they'll split their numbers up. Fast clash to the top of the B bomb site now as Ping starts to mow them down. They will round these corners, and my God, MVP making something from nothing once more with a lackluster purchase. They maintain a man advantage, and zeff even dealing substantial damage to QQ. Oh God, good night. Bomb spotted on top of it all. And he's gonna re-engage most likely as Solo flanks B. If he clears ramp, then this is done.
Oh, Reality just got a shot off right before that kill came through. Like a millisecond. But it won't make a difference here, Connor. It's still a 1v3 for Rolex with MVP knowing his previous position. Zeff's on the angle, and he's got a teammate ready to peek with the SMG just as well, but he doesn't need the help. Zeff finding the frag, and MVP finding the round. It's CZs, it's SMGs, but it's also an 11th.
Purchase up. Desperation sinking in. I mean, you know, we talk about the CT-sidedness of Train, but you always gun for like that 10-5. You know, 11-4.
And that could have been it.
Yeah, is letting it slip. 12-3, and we may not even get a substantial gun round.
Yeah, and MVP having no problems with dealing with Signature on their map pick, despite Inferno coming very close. But again, it was a confident half if you think back. An 11-4 that didn't exactly close out as quick as MVP would have liked. Zeff close up here. He's kind of hung out to dry. He's got no teammates to support him. Solo's going to move in, but a little too late. Genius has opened up. The rush with the CZ once again, and Solo going to do the same with his own flashbang, but he can't find the angle around the edge of the smoke. No gap for him to exploit, but just 2 Ts on the other side instead. They will re-smoke their way deeper through as QQ looks to hit the A-bomb side as well, but Rolex going down in the meantime, and Solo holding onto Ivy with his life, literally losing it as well. Reality trades back, but how much more do we need here from Signature? He's low, QQ's only on a CZ, and MVP still hold a man advantage. This is hardly a saved round for Signature.
No, absolutely not. It's another desperate instance, but at least they've kind of put MVP into an awkward position whereby they don't know exactly what's up. They don't know where Signature have gotten off to because they lost both eyes of the bomb and targets. But whoa, QQ comes out literally at what is the longest engagement distance possible with a CZ, right? Like, you could have gone and tried to get yourself out into the B bomb site. You could have positioned yourself over towards Ivy, but he takes such an unfavorable duel, and he's lucky to survive. And now at this point, what does he do? He just tries to make contact for Reality to trade frag, in my mind. And that will happen. All right, xign's going to offer up his side. 10 seconds to the clock means they're going to need to prioritize the plant, and there is a man up and above. He won't be able to stop this bomb plant, but he should be able to kill the player once he comes off of this. There aren't many options for Reality. Now it falls to QQ, and while he does have a position over here towards Ivy side, it's 10 bullets in the clip, none in terms of surplus. And grenades being thrown out, smokes blanketing the bomb site. He needs kills, and he's not going to find them. 12-3 the half. A dominant performance from MVP.
And that's another example of it depends which player peaks in that scenario. The player with high HP went for the fight, and he still got dinked down to just 10 points of health. If the low player peaked there, that's a free kill for the QQ CZ, and then boom, he's in a 1v1 that he can totally win because there's no way MVP sticked the bomb. So yeah, it's just very unfortunate spots here from Signature, but well played from MVP nonetheless. So a 12-3 half, even better than that of Inferno, despite this not being their map pick. Connor, we may not even have a close game here.
No, I mean, at this instance, we don't.
No.
And this is one of those moments where it's, you know, pistol's always important, but especially so in these types of score lines. Best of luck, Signature. It's always a shame when this much pressure and importance falls onto the pistol in my mind, because we could still get ourselves into a good back and forth game if they had more of a chance. But this is the result of a lackluster first half. It's your own fault, as harsh as it may seem. Solo with the flashbangs is going to prime his team to come exploding out onto the B bomb site, and that Molotov from Solo should be used as an after the fact, but no, they're going to throw it out in order to try and cut off the connector rotate. And sure enough, you see Reality having to wait his turn to try and get back some kills. Not only now the bomb plant coming in from MVP, but also so much forward presence. And QQ will blindside. Whoa! There's a bunch of kills. The kill feed just flushed. Done. And easy.
It seems like half these rounds, just like you blink and you miss them, quite literally. Like same as a CT pistol for MVP, where they just find 5 kills within 5 seconds and just tap everyone moving out onto the A site. Signature, they win every single duel in the post plant, and boom, that's their round. This game is still on, Connor. As we learned from an Inferno in a previous situation, a very similar one as well, an 11-4 half. Signature winning pistol, bringing this game back into contention. They might be able to do the same here on their map pick. I like how MVP haven't forced.
Yeah, just have absolutely nothing in this. You know you already have such a prime opportunity at finalizing this win. Just let it go. You know? Swallow your pride. Get ready to swallow some gunshots.
Yeah.
Put up a fight in the next one.
And confident aggression is what I like to see from Signature in these rounds. They know that MVP should, at least in theory, have nothing, and that is the case. Solo certainly doesn't even have a life. He's dead in the water down on B, and Ping looks to do the same to 3 as MVP group up down on Ivy. Peek out from the rifle, follow up from QQ. And this is as quick as you like it here for MVP going down. At least 1 kill from the Glock, but again, with no investment here, this shouldn't account to too much more than 1 kill, maybe a second, but nope, Rolex saves it. And Signature are back into this game, at least for now, Connor. They've given us a bit of a run for MVP's money, but they won't be getting those $10,000 nor the place in Hong Kong unless they can bring this forward to a 3rd map, and that is a huge ask.
Yeah, most certainly, considering they are still down by 7 rounds at the moment. Utility in the AK is purchased up by MVP thanks to a first-round bomb plant and a conservative spending plan in the follow-up. They've already gotten themselves out towards the train yard itself. Smoke's creating an obscured line of vision for the defense, and Ping will throw down a smoke of his own, but he's caught with a frag in hand, and that's going to afford them this forward positioning. They will overwhelm him incredibly quickly, and MVP now primed to pop into the A site. QQ feels the heat from both sides, but he does have Rolex to try and support him, and in order to do so, they're both going to have to hit some shots.
Still QQ hiding as well. Good bait position from Rolex, who can spot it. QQ finding the damage and his teammate going down, but QQ can't follow up. It's termi again stepping up here for the T side with a massive double kill to draw MVP into the lead. And with Pop Dog locked down, Solo has his number. Reality is gone. And it's just Genius left. There's no way he should be saving here. Give it a go. Try and take an attempt. He's got a kit to play with, and an opportunity presents itself, but will he find the kill? It's a no. Zyme finishes it off, and it's going to be MVP to bounce back straight away into the rifle round.
Yeah, first gun round on top of the gun round coming in the 3rd just means that this is a prime opportunity for MVP to really just hammer this home.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately for Signature, sure, they can buy into this, but it costs them everything they have. So following this round, if we don't watch Signature actually now rebound early, they are done for. Dead in the water and dead on arrival. But it's not over just yet, because at this moment we do have some forward aggression from MVP, which will cost them. I don't quite get that. Termi just goes out alone, trying to keep Signature at the A site, but because his teammates aren't in position to hit B, it is a little bit delayed, and still now they walk right into Genius. He tries to mow down multiple players here, and he will get himself so much. Reality has to finish it off, but regardless, great hold.
Yeah, and that's a reset as well from Signature, right? With no bomb plant, no kills really for MVP aside from 1. Not going to be happy with that round. So money is gone here for the T's. I wouldn't like to see a force, but I know they'll go for it. There we go, yep. A classic MVP buy, if I say so myself.
Yeah. Vintage.
Pristine. Although probably not effective.
Time will tell. They've already decided to chuck some smokes up and over. They will have presence towards Ivy. That's Zyme, one of 2 AK players, and he's able to mow down only 1. The Deagle threw the Molotov, though, into the B site. Of course that works. It's an
no.
additional rifle now retrieved for MVP to play with. Man advantage on top of it all, and the first rotator in the form of Rolex goes down. So Reality can cut off the bomb, but he offers up his backside, and he gets caught by Glow. How do they do this, Hugo? Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere.
I mean, this is MVP, isn't it? They are just outclassing Signature in the second map, and they are one step away from making it to the grand finals, but QQ wants to keep this one going. A Molotov down will hold back that player, but a quick push up the pop dog and a flank can come through from termi. It just means Glow needs to delay, needs to deny, and needs to stay alive, and he will spot QQ as well. Knows he's not on the bomb and can just reposition and wait for that flank to come through. Glow not even getting pushed as well, and QQ doesn't have a single idea where these T's are. He's still scared of the pop dog as well as main, because at this point he could have wrapped back round, but Glow again just playing with his food. Look at the smile on termi's face. You know they're so ready for this one. Distraction taken, and termi finishes it off. It's MVP to find another round on the board, Connor, and that was just them playing with their food.
That's what's funny is that positioning up above is always so unsuspected. There was actually 2 times that Glow was on QQ's screen, and he just didn't see him.
Yeah. Well, your tunnel vision down and connected. You're not going to be looking at the exteriors of your screen as well. But it's like, to be fair, while you can argue that Glow's messing around a little bit, it's actually really clever from him to not take the fight. Because if he takes the fight and whiffs a shot, or the window takes the bullet penetration, he can't get the kill, suddenly you have a round in a 1v1 and that he can win.
That's a lot of grenade damage. Solo and termi blasted to under half. And right now, Genius has even been given a chance to walk forward up into the brown halls. So that's a lot of information which will justify the stack from Signature on A. And it's going to boil down to how do MVP go about clearing out corners, because they didn't have map control from the get-go. They anticipated some sort of a push. And a result of that patient setup, means you have to be very thorough in regaining map control. And if you're not careful, Genius is going to blast you away.
Still a slow setup here from MVP in the 21st round. Wanting to make no mistakes. No errors in judgment. And a smoke setup on the A bomb side, but with still 2 players showing presence outside of B, this early setup from Genius and Rolex could really catch them off guard. Even if they go down the pop dog and completely divert that, it's going to be a fast flank from Signature that will allow them to contest this round. Look at Genius. His timing is going to be perfect. They're reloading. 1, make it a double. Genius upgrades to the AK, and now there's trouble. MVP have been put down to 3 players, and how the hell are they going to get out of this situation? They are falling like flies.
Yeah, another chance for Signature to re-emerge victorious here towards the last 10 rounds of Train. It's going to have to be a grueling process if they still want the win here in the second map. But this one's done. There's no way Glow can get that bomb and plant in 7 seconds. So fingers crossed he survives in his mind. He'll have utility coupled with the weaponry. It's definitely worth his time. And Reality's going to contest this. He'd love to pick him up after the clock, and he does. That's going to cost you. $300 is what he's left with. Nothing.
Yeah, that's not good. Awkward, but again, if that, in my eyes, forces MVP to eco this one, I think that's a win. Instead of them force buying this round, and they will force buy anyway. Sorry, it does the opposite effect. I'm not even surprised again. To be fair, that's a reset, so it's not the worst time to buy. Again, you've got a double eco, so yeah, it's okay. MVP can afford to put some money into this one, considering Glock round would have no effect. However, this easy round, well, I said it last time, and I wasn't true. This really should not be a win. If this is a win here, Signature have made some massive mistakes.
I mean, they have made massive mistakes in the past, right? So it's like,
what is this smoke? Is that a B smoke? I've actually never seen that.
No, he just throws it out of the map.
Yeah. I'm trying to think where that could go. Like, Heaven on B would be the only logical sense, but through where? Guess we'll find out.
That's a CT smoke thrown down to deny any kind of a ladder room exit. Now off of the utility, they will look to execute. There are still 2 flashbangs for Solo, so those should start getting chucked up and over. They will not affect QQ for the time being, who keeps the scope of the scout upwards and down range, and bomb's been thrown out now, thanks to Rolex. Nice play, but it is retrieved. A bomb plant now on a further side of the train yard, and it is Glow with a kill at the very least here. So money in the bank, trying to regain something here, but it's still going to be a desperate after plant position. They are falling one after another. Zein's going to come in with a retrieved scout. Could line up 2 players close, but no. Genius stops it then and there. Signature with an 8th. And that one goes the way it should have, to the way of the Thai team.
At least the bomb plant went down, so there's some money, at least in the future now, for MVP. But for now, 14-8, it's an eco, Connor. It's Glocks, it's CZs, it's maybe some P250s as well to boot, but Signature should be finding their 9th, which is always nice. Make this game a little bit closer than it is already. And again, this is similar to Inferno, right? We had a really strong start for MVP, and still, in that second half, Signature pulled it back. And while it wasn't a victory there, it could be here on their map pick nonetheless, where they should know what they're doing.
Yeah, unfortunately, they've left themselves such a small margin of error. They didn't start off the second half very convincing. In fact, the first gun round went the way of MVP. So if you ever had a chance, it's going to have to be damn near flawless from here on out. 2-man setup at the bottom of the ladder. More damage pushed out towards Zein. If MVP fall down, they're dead.
Oh, that is just... I mean, what's the aim there? Tagged up from both sides, and Zein's going to go down. A whiff nade on B will actually save Zeff's life. And he's still going to look to commit towards this B site nonetheless, because now he knows the position of one of the players. Rolex has slightly moved to the right side, and with his teammate covering the ramp as well, MVP have a stellar defense. Oh, sorry, Signature have a stellar defense. MVP don't have much. Only 2 players, and both of them on P250s. Signature surely got this round. Reality has a lockdown with the AWP, and yeah, 30 seconds. They've got to go now. Oh, he gets baited by the peak.
Yeah, that's smooth, right? It gives yourself something to work with. Now they're going to try to wrap around to the backside of B, but they've been seen the entire way. So it is predicted, and it's swiftly dealt with. Nicely done by Rolex there to catch them both off guard. But as you said, nice little bait with the shoulder peeking. Gives them, although it culminates to nothing, a slightly bigger chance.
Well, 14-9, and rifles upon rifles, Connor. No AWP here for the T side. MVP have been lacking that this entire half. Maybe that could be the thing that can drag them through at this point. Who
Could
knows?
very well be. We alluded to the fact that MVP don't necessarily have as predominant of an opper. Whoa. Ooh. Genius going to have to be careful now as he's fallen to 42 HP. And MVP look to just blast their way past this ramp room. Rolex trained in on the angle. He's going to have to try and bail out his teammate towards the site, but oh boy, it is three kills for MVP, one of which a friendly fire. Man advantage picked up in the bomb plant to boot, and now we're going to watch Signature try and scramble back into this B bomb site retake. QQ unsuspectingly falls as Zein gets hyper aggressive, and you can see him still continuously hunting these kills. He wants to find contact, impact, and probably frags, because that would secure overtime at the very least. Signature, they look hesitant here.
And fair enough, 2v4, a very, very strong defense here for MVP in the post plant, and Signature realistically not going to win that round. They'd rather have the money, they'd rather have the guarantee of the future buys and ping. I mean, even this is dangerous because yes, he gets a kill out of it, but if they trade it back, then yeah, look at it, he's going to lose another weapon. And MVP are going to have no trouble buying up once again because they just won the round.
Yep.
This is a bit of a risk and not much reward.
6 match points, folks. It does seem like the Korean MVPs may be heading towards Hong Kong, but seeing as there are no longer any second chances, it's a good time to take a pause.
Definitely is.
Double op setup as well for Signature in this one. So they have the buy to turn this around, but it's going to come down to a matter of applying such presence. Strong purses up for MVP as well means they've just got everything they could hope for. Other than an opper, albeit
yeah, I was going to say.
Not really a key piece to their success.
Not needed.
Exactly. And that's when it feels good, right? When you don't need an opper, when it's like it's one of those times where it's like you're trying to use the op and just unsuccessfully. Whoa, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we skip forward.
Let's go. Time traveling yet again, folks. This could be, as we said, the final round of this qualifier, but it doesn't look like it. It is the after plant out of nowhere, and it is a 3 versus 2. Oh my God, termi. Someone's got to stop this bomb defuse. It's on it. It's on it. And yeah, he's smoked off. They've got it. Double digits up for Signature. That was explosive.
Okay, so just to clarify for those who don't know what happened, if you weren't here earlier, we are running this game on a delay right now, on a GoTV delay. The game is a couple of minutes ahead. So what we just had is a GoTV skip. Occasionally happens to the best of us, you know, a bit of a premature change. And 15-10 now is the scoreline. As this game is still ongoing. Signature have kept this one moving for another round at the very least.
I've never seen an A execution that fast, Hugo. But the Opera of Solo will pick up a kill over towards that A bomb site. Now Genius is going to fall here towards B. It all falls onto Reality. And he's going to try to lay down the law with Molotovs to start that off. And Bomb now rotating back. In fact, Rolex repositions and he catches Solo from above. Still, he's wary of trying to extend himself into the bomb site because you don't want to get caught by this onslaught of MVP, which will, of course, take him down. This could be it. The 3 versus 2. Oh, nearly equalized, but a flub shot. And Zyne stands. Again, a multiple frag round for him. Reality with an op on a retake is not a good sign.
And a 1v3 to save this for Signature, to stop MVP from going to Hong Kong. It doesn't look good. The rifle sticks out and Zyne takes it away with 4 kills in that final round. It will be your victors in this best of 3 grand final. MVP, $10,000 US and a slot in the Hong Kong Esports and Music Festival to compete up against the best teams of the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, our champions of the ZotakCup Masters Asian Regional Finals, MVP! Our thanks to Chinny-chan, the Global Marketing Director of Zotac Technologies, and everyone with the ZotakCup for bringing us this incredible tournament.
现在诞生的是我们 ZotakCup Master 亚洲区总冠军。
On the 22nd of June, we go to Italy to find our European regional champion for the grand finals in August.
接下来举办的会是我们欧洲区的冠军比赛，就在6月22到6月24号，意大利米兰举行。
So please join us from the 22nd to the 24th of June for the ZotakCup Masters European Regional Finals. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, your Asian champions.
现在就让我们再一次的恭喜亚洲区的总冠军
MVP!